Story here. Today we're going to talk about flipping our downward facing dog into a wild thing. I'm sure you've been in a class and your teachers told you to go into your favorite pigeon counter stretch. Well, what is that counter stretch? You may not know. And you may hear it suggested to flip your dog, which can be kind of confusing if you don't know what that means. Because logically, the opposite of a downward facing dog would be your boat pose, right? This is the exact opposite of our downward facing dog. So today we're going to talk about safely flipping our downward facing dog into a wild thing, which really, at the root of everything, is just a weird little back bend combined with a side plank. So we're going to start by really warming up through the core so that our spine is ready for this posture. We're also going to work a little bit into our hips and our shoulders so that once we get into this wild thing, this flipped dog, we can really feel good in it and open up through the chest, the hips, and get a little wild. So we're going to start on our backs. Go ahead and bring those ankles underneath your knees. Your knees are about 1.5 fist distance apart. Tuck your shoulder blades onto your back. And as you inhale, tuck your tailbone. Lift your hips up. Exhale and lower down. Inhale, tuck the tailbone, lift up. Exhale and lower down. We'll do 3 more like that. Inhale, tuck the tailbone, lift up. Exhale and lower down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Last one. Inhale, and we're going to lift and hold here. Take a really deep breath in. And a full breath out. Inhale. And exhale. You've just got 2 more breaths here. Full breath in, release those glutes. Full breath out, relax your shoulders. 1 more full inhale. Exhale and slowly lower those hips back down to the mat. Take that right ankle, cross it over the left knee. Start by just pressing that right knee away from you, using the muscles of your legs. Notice what's going on in that right hip and how it might inform your practice this afternoon. Take another deep breath in. And a full breath out. Make sure that right foot stays flexed. If you have more to go, that left knee can slowly come into the chest. 3 more deep breaths. Full inhales. And full exhales. Deep breath in. Full breath out. You've got 1 more full inhale. And as you exhale, slowly release that left foot down to the mat. Uncross the right ankle. And then cross the left ankle over the right knee. Foot stays flexed. Press that left knee away from you, just using the muscles of your leg. Check out what's going on this side. It could be a lot different from the other side. Take a few more deep breaths. Inhaling. And exhaling. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, if you have more to go on this side, paying attention to the sides being different, you can start to bring that right knee in. Make sure that left foot stays flexed and continue to breathe. Relax in the jaw and make sure you're not arching up in your low back. Take a few more deep breaths, full inhales and full exhales. Deep breath in, full breath out. You've got 1 more full inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly let that right foot come back down to the mat. Uncross the left ankle. Go ahead and tuck the tailbone, lift those hips up again. See if you have any more space to come into your bridge pose. 2 more deep breaths, inhaling. And exhaling. Deep breath in. Exhale and slowly lower your hips down. Pull those knees into the chest. Give them a little squeeze. Take a few rocks from side to side, massaging out your low back here. And then start to rock and roll along the length of your spine. Give yourself a few rocks. Give yourself a few rolls. It feels pretty good. And it's fun. And then after your 3rd rock or roll, see if you can come up into your boat pose, engaging those muscles of the core, lifting up through the chest and shoulders, and relax your shoulders away from the ears. You can bring your arms out wide, or you can bring them down by your hips if you need a little extra support. Continue to lift up through your heart center. Take a full inhale. Exhale and lower everything down to a hover. Inhale and pull it back up. Exhale and lower down. Inhale, pull it up. We're all in this boat together. Exhale, lower down. Inhale and bring it up. Exhale down to your Ardha Navasana. 2 more. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale and lower it down. Last time. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up, give me a smile, and then exhale, cross your ankles, roll over, come onto your hands and knees. Setting up for some cat-cows here. So make sure your wrists are underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips, or for this, it's okay for them to be slightly behind your hips in this modified plank. As you exhale, press the floor away from you and round the back up. Inhale, drop the navel and pull the chest forward. Exhale to round the back. Inhale, drop the navel and pull the chest forward. And then find your intuitive movements here. So maybe as you round the back, you sit the hips back a little bit. And as you come into your cow pose, maybe you drop the hips coming all the way into your upward facing dog. Take a few more rounds here. Full inhales. And full exhales. Deep breath in. And a full breath out. Inhale. And exhale, moving with your breath. 1 more full round. And then slowly come to your neutral spine. Moving into our puppy pose, you'll walk your fingertips out long in front of you, releasing your chest down towards the mat. Hips stay high here. Imagine a child's pose that you can't quite get to, because as you pull your hips back, somebody else pulls your fingertips forward. Take a really deep breath in. And a full breath out. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more deep breath in. And as you exhale, pull yourself forward, coming onto your stomach. Keep those arms out long. Your elbows are about 4 to 5 inches away from your shoulders here. Press the heel of the hand into the floor and pull the chest forward. You should feel your low back lengthen. Your feet are actively pressing into the mat. Inhale and lift up through your heart center. Exhale and roll the shoulders away from the ears. Deep breath in. And a full breath out. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more full breath in. Exhale and slowly lower the chest down. Bring the elbows in so they come underneath the shoulders. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips coming into your forearm plank. Take a full inhale. Exhale and start to walk those feet in towards the body, coming into your dolphin pose. So here, really press the forearms into the floor so that you feel the shoulders engaged. Don't let yourself dump down into the pose, but press that mat away from you. And then start to press your heels away from your hips. Take 3 more breaths here. Full inhales and full exhales. Deep breath in and a full breath out. 1 more full inhale. Exhale and start to walk your feet back out to your forearm plank. And then drop the hips, pull the chest forward, coming back into that Sphinx pose. Exhale and lower all the way down to your stomach. Bring your right arm out wide to a T. Your palm faces up if that's okay in your body. Start to make your way over to that right side. So this is a deep chest and shoulder stretch. Only go as far as it's okay for you. Only as far as you can keep your neck and your head relaxed. Keep that left shoulder pulling away from that ear. And if you do need a little bit more here, that left knee can bend. Sole of the foot comes to the floor. Knee points straight up. Take 2 more breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Deep breath in And a full breath out. One more full inhale. And as you exhale, start to make your way back to your belly. Pause here for your inhale. Exhale, press yourself back to your tabletop. Inhale your right arm out wide and up. Exhale, thread it through the left side of your body, coming onto that right shoulder. Take a really deep breath in. And a full breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Deep breath in. Full breath out. One more full inhale. And a full exhale. Inhale, make your way back to your tabletop. Your exhale lowers you all the way down to your belly. Bring that left arm out wide to a T, palm faces up. And then start to make your way over to that left side. So just like our hips, both sides of our shoulders can be drastically different. Make sure you're moving in a way that serves this side, unique from the other side. And if you need more, your right knee bends, sole of the foot comes to the floor. And continue to breathe. Relax the head and neck. Relax that right shoulder. You've got 3 more breaths. Full inhales. And full exhales. Deep breath in. And a full breath out. One more full inhale. And as you exhale, start to make your way back onto your belly. Pause at center for your inhale. Exhale and press yourself back to your tabletop. Inhale your left arm out wide and up. Exhale and thread it through the right side of the body, coming onto that left shoulder. Once again, relaxing through the head and the neck, relaxing your right shoulder, and most importantly, breathing. Full inhales and full exhales. Deep breath in and a full breath out. One more full inhale and a full exhale. Inhale, press into that right hand, bringing yourself back to your tabletop. Exhale, round the back up towards the ceiling. Inhale and bring yourself forward to your neutral spine. Exhale, tuck the toes and extend those legs out long behind you. Coming into your plank pose, pull the navel in and up. Make sure your hips aren't dipping down. Keep them in line with the body. Pulling the crown of the head forward as you press those heels away from you. Take another really deep breath in. Exhale, keeping both hands planted, come onto the outer edge of that right foot. Inhale and come back to center. Exhale, come onto the outer edge of the left foot. Inhale, back to center. I know it just got real. Over onto the outer edge of the right foot. Stay with me. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, outer edge of the left foot. Back to center. One more on each side. Outer edge of that right foot. And bring it back to center. Outer edge of that left foot. Bring it back to center. Take a full inhale. Exhale, lower down your knees. Elbows close to the body. Lower down your chest and your chin. Inhale, drop those hips as you pull your heart forward, lifting up, low cobra. Exhale, and press yourself back to your tabletop, and then back to your downward facing dog. Take a really deep breath in, and a full breath out. Inhale, and exhale. One more deep breath in, and exhale, and lower down to your knees. Bring yourself up to seated. So now that our body's warm, we're going to work with our Wildthing a little bit. We're going to start with a move laying down on the floor so that we get the hip rotation before we start working with the shoulders and the wrists. So for this move, you'll start on your belly. And you'll start by bringing the hands underneath the shoulders. Your right leg will lift up. You'll bend the knee and bring that right heel in towards the glute, just like you would in a dog at a fire hydrant. From here, slowly, as you open up through that hip, bring that right foot down and yourself up to seated. So from here, you'll press into this left hand, lift the hips up, and reach that right arm overhead. So we're in our wild thing. This is the exact move we're looking for from our downward dog. We'll try it together. So make your way onto your belly, hands underneath the shoulders, shoulders close to the body. Inhale your right leg up. Bend the knee. Pull the heel in towards your left glute, opening up that hip. Slowly roll over onto that left side. Plant that right foot. Press into your left hand, lift your hips, and reach your right arm up overhead. Exhale, slowly lower those hips back down. Plant both hands on the mat, and using control, lower yourself back onto your belly. We'll try the other side now to get the movement down on both sides. Inhale that left leg up, bend the knee. Heel comes in towards that right glute. Feel the hip open up. Slowly start to roll over onto that right side, planting that left foot. Press into that right hand to bring your torso up. And then press into that right hand a little bit more to lift the hips up, reaching that left arm up overhead. Exhale, slowly lower those hips down. Plant your left hand on your mat. And gently, keeping that hip open until you're all the way on that right hip. Lower down to your belly. So if you need a little bit more practice with that motion, go ahead and pause this video and take a few minutes to work through that. It's important to have this hip movement before we start bringing the weight bearing and the arms into the situation. So from here, we're going to play with getting into it from our downward facing dog. So what I see frequently in classes is a downward facing dog and trying to flip just straight from this angle. That's a weird situation to get yourself into, going from an angle like this to a bow facing angle, right? Like, I feel like there should be a line in between, a horizontal line to separate the two before we really play with that like flexion and extension of our spine. So, what I see is this. And this doesn't look like it feels good, nor does it actually feel very good in my body. So what I would like you to play with when flipping your dog, left foot extends, bend the knee, and pull the heel in towards that right glute. This looks familiar, we've been here before. From here, you'll inhale yourself forward to a plank. Then, you'll roll to the outer edge of that right foot, coming into your side plank. Only when you're stable here will you lift that left arm up and plant that left foot. Once the left foot's planted, then you press the hips up and open up for your wild thing. And then to get out of it, you look down at your mat. Slowly plant that left hand, lift the left foot up, just like we did when we were on the floor. So we'll try that together. Come into your downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg long behind you. Bend that right knee. Pull the heel in towards the glute, stacking those hips. Roll forward to a plank. And slowly begin to roll to that outer edge of the left foot. Dropping that right foot behind you. Lift your right arm up. And then press your hips up. Look down at the mat. Plant that right hand as you lift the right foot. Slowly close those hips and plant your right foot. I hope this was helpful in helping you find your wild thing.